Hey guys, welcome to the show. Today we just completed renovating our pool lights. We have, look at that, LED touchlight, multicolored controls with light shows completely installed in our pool. Thanks to Dave, Organised Electrical.
Here we go.
Just getting the pool lights changed. We've got the creme de la creme of pool lighting, LVT50. That's going to be the transformer that transforms the AC power into low voltage, because you know, electricity, water. And then we're going to be replacing those two boxes. Well, we are. The man, Organised Electrical, will be. And then these pipes, these conduits, they run into the pool, and we're going to be replacing the outside lights and having a little remote control at the end of it.
Yeah, I just want to test it first, just to confirm what we've actually got going on here. Look at the state of it.
This is my old fuse.
Yuck.
This one here will be a power circuit, but then one of these will run back to your switch, that being the neutral, that being the active.
Also, one wire goes to the pool light area, the other one goes to the second pool light, and this is where the power comes from the switchboard.
Oh my god, it's a big tool bag.
I love your gadgets.
We have a lot of tools.
Yeah.
Electricians have.
Look at that, man.
We have a lot of tools.
So as you can see, the cables from the pool lights gets wired in and screwed in on this side.
Here we go. How much easier. I have an apprentice actually, but I left him.
Oh. Well, you got one here now.
That's good. So you ready to get in the pool to do the...
Oh, I don't mind actually, that sounds fun.
We might not have to, unfortunately.
Oh.
I told you it was cold.
Like look through there to make sure that they actually match up before we go to the effort of doing the actual pool light.
And did they match?
They did. Comes with a whole bunch of these. These are to do with the size of this cable, because that can be all different sizes. So we give them a test just to see which ones are going to be nice and tight and make a nice seal. Keep going. That looks like it was the smallest one. I know the green is the smallest. So if we can get it through the green, we'd rather use the tightest one that we can get, which it is. This is the bit that you just like want it to be right the first time, because as soon as you put it underwater, you see a bunch of bubbles coming out. You know that you basically have to start again. I think every time you explain something to someone as well, you know, like a little bit better as well yourself, you know.
Hey, well done.
Put this gel in. This is quite hot because it's been sitting in the sun, but the gel coagulates when it's underwater. All right. And if you forgot to bring the cable through this at the start and you just did this, you would have to do the whole thing again, which is what has happened before.
So you put the light in first and not the frame?
Yeah. Weren't using the outside holes on the frame, because we're using these ones. Sometimes, some of them you have to use these holes.
Gotcha. Then you'd use that.
Yeah. That actually makes it quite a bit easier, because obviously you can wind the cable up behind it in like a bit of a spiral before you try and line those screws up, because that's the bit that can be
Fiddly, isn't it?
That's one.
Oh, well done. Oh, that was fiddly stuff.
It is, isn't it?
Now, unfortunately for the other light, the actual mount had crumpled off when we tried to remove it, so we actually had to start draining the pool. Now, there is one problem that I realized afterwards, is that the drain that we have only drains down to the skimmer level. So it's what we ended up doing is just plugging in a submersible pump.
Good morning.
Morning. What are you up to, Dave?
I am changing a pool light not in the water today, which is a lot easier. For some reason they'd glued the old one on instead of putting it in with screws, so I haven't had any that weren't drilled in before. This is the first one. So I wouldn't say challenging because it's probably now easier that the pool's drained, but no, pool lights are a pretty good job for an electrician.
Nice.
If you can work in a pool, it's a lot better than working in a roof or under a house. This is actually one of the coolest things I have. It's like an industrial pacer.
What's that? A pencil? Or?
Yeah, it's a pencil, but it's like a, you know, like the ones you have in
Yeah. In school.
for drawing or in school,
Yeah.
yeah, but
That's very handy.
a very robust one.
And does it leave a good mark on the pebble?
It
Can you
does.
see it? Oh.
Speckled pebble, but that's going to be
Oh, yeah.
pretty nice. Most things there that we need. It's hard. Yeah, second take.
Look, our lovely electrician's back, and we have two methods of installing pool lights. We've got the wet method and the dry method, and it's all about the fitting. If you can reuse the fitting, use the wet method. If you can't, you got to do it dry.
All right, Ash, go on then. Oh my God!
They on?
Yes! Look at that!
Did you just see that the remote?
Yeah, press something.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's gone blue. Okay, I'm too excited now.
Very cool.
Look at that.
Hey, green, yellow. Maybe you can have two colours at once.
What's this? Have you used this before?
No, this is a new product. The remote's new, the lights are new.
And just one more thing, if you do get a flashing red light, it just means you need to synchronize your remote with the controller, and there's like a button you press and it all gets synchronized, and it's all good. How did you find this job?
It was great. Nice to meet you guys, and it's going to be the first time I've ever worked on a job where I was getting filmed for a YouTube channel.
There you go.
That's one off the bucket list.
He went around the side, he installed the transformer, he put a new outlet socket. He went actually underwater, in the water. There's two methods of installing. One which requires draining the pool, and that one, of course, requires draining the pool and filling it back up. So
Less fun.
Yeah, you want to avoid that where you can. So he was actually in the water and he replaced it without draining the pool. The reason why we did that is because we could use the frame, reuse it existingly, because they are retrofitting lights. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. And why did we need to drain the pool for this one?
We basically did that one underwater, and then when we got to this one over here, we realised that the frame had actually been completely destroyed and removed, and you can see there's a bit of rubble underneath where all the concrete and the glue had actually cracked off. So we drained the pool, which was unfortunate because we try not to waste, you know, half a ton of water, or you know, however much water is in the pool. And yeah, that's it.
So as long as you've got an existing conduit running from your pool to your switch or wherever your electricity is, your man Dave from Organised Electrical, he can sort you out. And he's also a music producer. So make sure you call.
Jungle is massive.
Booyakasha. Old.
Yeah.
Here we go.